No.
Oh.
Yeah, you notice I can go back that way? No.
Fuck.
No. Yeah. Hold.
Let's seize the moment.
Yeah, you gotta go past the,
The heir is dead. He sacrificed himself to save the entire dynasty.
Old man, he was never going to make it. He was mutating right in front of us. You just ended his suffering sooner.
no.
Rival, Master Helmsman, systems status report.
By the Emperor, it's the Seneschal. Living and breathing. Well, there's a tricky question. The old place is so overgrown with foul wickedry. We'll be scrubbing it off the vid screens for throne knows how long.
Restore the Vox channel to the Navigator's Sanctum. Ready the crew. Prepare for translation to real space. You may call me superstitious, but translation is not a good time to disregard rules. You are the only one who speaks for House von Valancius. You may not be the Lord Captain, but you, more than anyone else, deserve to take her place in the ritual that is about to commence.
See here, how did you people survive here?
Must have been Providence. It better have been the Emperor's, not someone else's. When they barged in here, the ones with the Master of Whispers, some officers charged them, but it wasn't even a fight. I grabbed whoever I could and dragged them behind the cogitators. Then, I prayed for our rescue.
So basically he ran.
What do you expect him to do?
I mean, I can't blame him.
Take the Lord Captain's seat. Order the final preparations. Wait for the officers to report and... blast it all to the void! Translation is a craft, not something to be explained in a tick. Just go up to the throne, Master. These people are about to do the impossible. The least they deserve is the solace of seeing a figure sitting in the usual spot. Please, hurry. Every second we waste is a terrible risk.
So I'm supposed to wing something that's supposed to be very precise.
The image before you is hazy, swaying in sorcerous currents invisible to mortal eyes, as if whatever is beneath this thin shell is constantly changing while still remaining the same. It has taken on the guise of Theodora, but the false rogue trader's eyes reveal the entity's true, surreal nature. One of Theodora's eyes is engulfed in otherworldly fire, the other a vessel of ancient evil bores into you. A voice seeps directly into your brain without ever reaching your ears, and this voice booms with all the horrors of the war.
Mortal, who are you to oppose the very flows of fate?
The vision lowers...
It matters not. Your footfalls are an echo of the sand pouring between the scales. Your hopes and faith are my mockery.
The vision lowers his head, its harrowing gaze boring into you. For about a moment, something changes in Theodore's expression. It almost looks like a shadow of fear. Decision consequences. You steeled your soul with your faith in the God Emperor and walked through the flames on the officer's deck just in time to rendezvous with Owlcat.
beginning and the end, and all that courses in between. I am the voice of the truth that is destined to triumph. For this triumph is the terminal point of every twisted maze of fate.
This finally found to return with a trophy, a relic that could serve the edge of daybreak. That fate was assured, and the steps chosen. And yet, you broke the unbreakable when you took the aspirant's place. I see you. On the day when the final dawn rises over the Iron World, I see you by my side on that day. The day of my resurrection.
Your hand begins to spin, your head begins to spin, and vicious drops slither down your cheeks. You blink, you are no longer looking at Theodora. It is the traitor Voigtveer, just as fluid and ephemeral as the previous apparition. The same terrifying voice seethes from his lips.
Your image is woven into the tapestry of things to come. I am the will of the weaver of destinies, and today I will weave a new thread of elusive possibilities and fickle chances. The thread that will lead you out of the maw of irreversibility. The thread that will help you find the keys to salvation. The thread that will guide you and the weapon of our return to me.
The image is scattered by invisible sorcerer's winds, and you see Adira, her eyes aglow with the same sinister flame.
The path is set, child of the dawn. The thread is woven. Follow it, servant of mine.
A cavalcade of hazy glimpses of a future yet unknown passes before your eyes. A flash of crimson and purple. The images replace one another in a violent kaleidoscope without ever letting you get a proper look at them. Through the rippling mirage, you see a twisted image of Abelard, the loyal seneschal of the dynasty.
Seneschal? The Navigator's sanctum is silent. The Fox signal is stable, which means...
Ravor turns around and looks up to you. He hesitates for a few moments, then addresses Abelard, who is standing next to you.
The Navigator gave his life battling the storm that nearly claimed the von Valancius flagship. We will honor his memory, along with that of all who died this day.
Seneschal, will you tell us now? Who is that? Where's the Lord Captain?
As First Officer, it is my duty to inform you with the greatest regret and indelible sorrow that Lord Captain Theodora von Valancius is dead. May her memory never fade from the annals of the dynasty.
It takes time for Abelard to respond. You watch as he grits his teeth, unable to bring himself to say anything. Finally, he adjusts his bloodstained coat, straightens, and begins to speak.
By right of blood succession, and with the absence of other kin who could challenge this decision, it is hereby declared that the successor to Theodora von Valancius is her heir, the rightful inheritor of the warrant of trade, and the title of Rogue Trader. The official ascension ceremony will be held at a later time. In the interim, have you lost your tongues? Hail your law. It is because of his toils that we all still live.
The deed is done, Master. My apologies. I meant to say Lord Captain.
That was quick.
The treachery of the Master of Whispers was fruitless, but victory came at a great cost. Lord Captain Theodora von Valancius perished along with her heir, Edelthrad, and thousands of crew members. Yet hope remained. For the second in line to the Rogue Trader dynasty survived. To hang the ancestral banners once again and exact vengeance on the enemies of House von Valancius and humanity.
You completed the prologue!
Yay!
Yay! Congratulations, my child! Oh!
1, 2, 3, 4 episodes!
Dark shadows of weariness can be seen on Abelard's face, though the old officer's eyes are keen. They rake over you from head to toe. He frowns, mutters something, then nods to himself. You say this one.
Well then, your lordship. You had us worried for a few hours there. But after witnessing your fearless rush into the fray on deck, the only thing that surprises me is how long you stayed on your feet. Your strength only left you once the fighting was all over. Such fortitude is most admirable in a Lord Captain. Where'd all the voice actors go?
Oh, they couldn't afford to pay him to voice act everything.
Oh, okay. You must now hold your first officer's briefing as in your new role as Lord Captain. For many of those who are about to join us on the bridge, this will be their first briefing. We've sustained massive losses amongst the senior and middle ranking officers. Some posts have had to be held by the deputy's deputy, while others go unfulfilled entirely. And now the deck clans are deciding who will take over the leaderless crew. How do we come to lose so many officers? What's on the agenda for this meeting? You misspoke, surely. I am the lady captain, am I not?
I think you might have accidentally picked the girl.
I was about to say, is that because my picture is a female?
Yeah, I think that may be it.
Interesting. Have you succeeded in tracking down
Blackbeard?
Wait, Avalon. It's all together, more pressing matter.
Okay, so if you pick that one and then insist, the game ends immediately.
Really?
And you have to watch the credits. They force you to watch the credits. You cannot skip out of them. You must sit and watch the entire credits. They will not let you. The only way to exit after that is to control panel force shutdown.
So what happens after the credits are done?
You go back to the main menu. You start a new game.
So stupid. That's so stupid. That's funny, but that's so stupid.
You can refuse, just straight up refuse to become the rogue trader.
It appears the heretics were deliberately targeting the vessel's command. They knew exactly whom they were looking for and where they could be found. Which is unsurprising given that their informant on board was our own Master of Whispers. Reports on the condition of the ship and crew. The Lord Captain is not usually drawn away from her important affairs to attend such routine briefings. But this is a unique situation. I am still receiving updates from across the ship. They are not encouraging. Getting this bird to fly could take a gargantuan effort, even so far as you personally negotiating with the authorities of the system we are currently in. So prepare to hear a bev of complaints and excuses, your lordship. Take this opportunity to get a good look at the officers who work 6 decks away from the bridge. They in turn will have the honor of beholding the visage of their lord captain. No, Lord Captain. In all the commotion, his trail went cold. Our people are still on the... I thought he was dead.
No, he left. He snuck away during the fight on the bridge.
Oh, I thought that the, what's-his-face sacrifice killed him.
No.
Damn. Our people who are still on the hunt for him and any mutineers who may still be skulking in the ship. But frankly, I would not be surprised to hear that we are now 1 shuttle short. I'm afraid that it will be some time before he answers for all that he has wrought. See...
Yeah, I'm ready to start the briefing. Some of the officers, just click on that.
Yeah. I was like, I'm not... So... I don't know.
With a gesture, Abelard relays the order to the adjutants at the far end of the magnificent chamber. You have to go through this thing. It's annoying that you can't transition to a break point. A dozen pair of eyes bore into you the expressions revealing restraint, joy, curiosity, and wariness.
Attention, officers. You have been granted an honor. Lord Captain Veritas Ignatius von Valencia will personally conduct today's briefing. Our most gracious Lord Captain is ready to hear your reports. As you wish, your lordship. Abelard points to a tall, slender woman whose body seems to contain as many implants as it does flesh. Vigis Suri Ota of the Tomalayan line, our new Voxmaster.
It is an honor to serve your lordship, the Voxmaster offers a deep bow. Aboard this vessel, you have at your command thousands of crew members, hundreds of officers, and section chiefs. I am responsible for receiving, processing, and sending all communications between you and them, as well as external sources. I am your eyes and mouth, Lord Captain.
Beside her is Revor, Master Helmsman. He steers our ship along the course set by the Lord Captain and monitors the void around us, to ensure that we do not stray into an asteroid field or a pirate trap.
The bearded man with pale, almost transparent skin, large dark circles under his eyes, and a dour expression that seems hardwired into his face gives a sullen nod.
Yar, Lord Captain. This here ship is as good as a home to me, so rest assured that she be in the safest of hands. I'll die before I let her come to any such grief.
I hate you.
No, you don't.
No, I don't, and that makes it more frustrating.
And lastly, our High Factotum Generis Danrock, who oversees supplies, procurement, and general material well-being of the ship.
Dressed in an embroidered jacket, the heavy-set man with oiled hair offers an obsequious smile and bows.
Oh, I already don't like him. Go on.
I'm not going to play him. He's a boy voice.
Oh, okay, I gotcha. I understand the rules. It is an honor, your lordship. You must trust me with all matters concerning your comfort. Everything will be done to the highest standard. You know, there's a line that is from Highlander that's like really bad, but for some reason comes to mind because I already don't like him. The Kurgan, like the villain of the movie, is staying at this really seedy hotel, right? And so the concierge, the guy running it, is just like, you know, if you need anything at all, you know, broads, blow, just dial O. And for some reason that just came to mind when I was looking at that guy. In the second row, we have 3 officers charged with overseeing the ship's vital functions. Master of Ordnance is responsible for the artillery aboard. Yes! The Infernus Master, whose crew work to prevent and extinguish fires on the ship. I like you. And lastly, the Drives Master, the servant of the Omnissiah.
3 officers salute you. The Infernus Master does so with confidence, while the Master of Ordnance betrays nervousness. The Drives Master offers a salute resembling a dance, following the complicated manipulation of all the tech priest mechadendrites.
Thank you, Abelard. Greetings to you all. I serve at your pleasure, Lord Captain. Ooh. Okay. Does it matter which ones I go through?
Whichever order you want. Doesn't matter.
So you're Enrich Montag. Yes, Lord Captain.
The tall man bows his head in deference.
I can report that all fires across all decks have now been extinguished. The preliminary damages assessment, in terms of material losses and crew casualties, has been completed. The results have been submitted to the Seneschal and the High Factotum.
Totem.
The post passed to him after the previous Infernus Master and his next 3 deputies expired in the line of duty.
Abelard remarks in a low voice, pitched for your ears only.
The lad is managing well so far. He can take the heat, so to speak. Ah, yes. We were toiling day and night to complete a full account of the losses. The task will require next to no involvement from your lordship. I will personally ensure that all damaged components are given into the tech priest's hands for their attention, and all lost supplies are replaced. There is only one resource that I cannot replenish single-handedly, and that is people. We have lost more than 2,000 crew members, and unfortunately, this number is not confined to the scum of the lower decks, which are easily replaced, but also includes trained professionals. We will be able to make up our losses on the nearest planet, Rakad Menoris. However, the planet, the whole system in fact, belongs to the Winterscale rogue trader dynasty. We cannot simply begin recruiting on the planet without first coming to an understanding with the governor. In that respect, I am quite powerless. Negotiations at this level are a matter for the rogue trader such as yourself. Especially true given Calgo's winter scale penchant for attacking first and asking questions later, and the kind of thick-skulled thugs he usually installs as governors on his planets. Ooh, this guy sounds delightful.
Yeah, you're not gonna like him when you meet him later. I'll do this one. Tayar. A voice distorted by a Vox Array translator emerges from under the tech priest's scarlet hood. Lord Captain, the foes that set upon this noble void ship destroyed the repositories of hundreds of machine spirits. The great warp engine entrusted into my charge is unharmed. Like the Omnissiah, its spirit mourns its dead brethren. We have not yet identified a prayer protocol capable of assuaging its sorrow and anger.
Oh, wow. Yeah, the machine sphere is pissed off. That can be a problem.
With great sorrow, I must also report that the Agency Prime, overseer and spiritual authority of all tech priests on board, fell in battle. The Magos was betrayed by the little flesh that remained part of him. A most terrible loss. Run 2-4. There is no one among my comrades aboard whose experiencing our comprehension of the sacred protocols equals that of the fallen Magos. We require a replacement, and as soon as possible.
Would someone care to translate the esteemed Dive Master's words? To click or not to click?
Voxmaster Vigdis, the ship's most senior tech priest, most senior both in rank and in experience, is dead. If we do not find a replacement, we will be unable to resolve the problems with the warp engines. Answers the Voxmaster instantly, without even thinking. This is not the first time he has acted as an interpreter between the ship's various inhabitants.
You're right, you are, Lord Captain. To cut a long story short, the outlook be bleak. The ship's sound, more or less, but without our engineer, prime, and a navigator who fell in battle, we have no way out of the system. Yar, if we try to set so much as a toe inside the warp, I don't know what'll happen first. Our warp drive being torn asunder into pieces, or all of us melted into the bulkheads. Yar.
Your Lordship, if you will allow me to interject, when we arrived in this system, my crew followed standard protocols and conducted a count of all available communication channels in the region. One of them was a Navis Nobilite station. The station maintains complete Vox silence, but even its presence here inspires hope. We have to have located a navigator in the very same system as an incredible stroke of luck, a true blessing from the God Emperor.
In considering how rare they are.
Arr, if I were you, I'd grab this chance with both hands on the mast. Or else, you'll soon be eyeballs, eyeing up asteroids to use as our new residence. In slightly less shitty news, we can go round and round and round this system till our heads are swimming, as long as the promethium and supplies last. And if any thick as grok shit lowlifes come snarfing around, we'll be able to take it out of them. So don't you go worrying on that scar, lassie.
I love you too.
Ashar Natoyomo. The Master of Ordnance gives you a gloomy look. No, my job's simple. Maintain the arsenal and fire when I'm told. But just ask anyone. We've got no able crew. No, Lord Captain.
Master of Ordnance, you forget yourself.
So what? Comes the officer's hostile and bitter reply. It is as if a dam has burst inside and all of his pent-up emotions are rushing out of him. The ship's in ruins! Ruins, I say! Have you seen the drapes? For every second officer's dead, and now we've got a green Lord Captain who's supposed to lead us to void knows where!
Silence! Enforcers, seize this mutineer.
The bridge is magnificent.
Sorry. If only one officer out of the whole lot has fallen to pieces, then that's not all bad at all, your lordship. I do humbly apologize on behalf of the entire crew. What would you have us do with the Master of Ordnance? The former Master of Ordnance, I should say. Besides, find a replacement, that is. For we already have one lined up. Wow.
This is a new interaction.
You've never seen this?
Mm-mm.
Stand down, release him. I have no intention of punishing a man for a moment of weakness. Not after all the tales record. Dogmatic. Execute him. Wow.
Or you can go with the one that doesn't affect your alignment at all.
Yeah. Experienced Masters of Ordnance are few and far between. So for that reason, he may remain in his post. I leave his punishment at your discretion, Abelard. Oof. Abelard don't play. It may have been nicer to kill him, but... 20 lashes a month for the next 6 months. Deprivations of officers' reference and privileges for the same period. With the option to extend. What the fuck?
Abelard stares unblinkingly at the Master of Ordnance.
Cease your sniveling. You disgrace yourself in your entire clan. Enough! The hysterics are over. Let us resume.
The Master of Ordnance stands up, wiping the blood from his broken nose. His face is the picture of shock. What just happened seems to be dawning on him only now in the knowledge of the fate he so narrowly escaped.
To summarize, we have sustained serious losses in crew members, and we require a new engineer prime and navigator. Is this all that is preventing us from continuing the voyage? Precisely, Lord Captain. But bear in mind that this will not be the end of our trials. The ship's systems must be properly inspected for major damage, which can only be carried out at a footfall station, home to the only dockyard in this sector. But we will never reach footfall without first solving these 3 immediate problems. Okay, yeah, let's find out about the system. I cede to the Voxmaster on this point, Mistress Toileman.
We are in the Recad star system. Our voyage here was undertaken on the orders of your lordship's predecessor. There are 3 inhabited bodies in the system, and our attempts to send Vox messages have produced confounding results. The Navis Nobilite station has not simply failed to answer, it seems to be maintaining total Vox silence. However, we did receive a distress signal from the prison planetoid system. Enricad Minoris itself is also not responding to our hails. But what is most alarming is that our augurs have intercepted signals from the surface that seem to indicate ongoing hostilities on the planet.
The situation is not very encouraging, but without a navigator, a tech priest, and new crew members, we won't be able to travel anywhere. Therefore, we must go to the planet and the Navis Nobilite station and find out what in the void is going on. Thank you for your reports. Dismissed. Peter Falk.
Just one more thing. A confident matter of the utmost importance, Lady Theodora. My wife tells me all the time, your eternal esteemed predecessor brought through the ships here to the system for a reason. She was given a secret mission. You gotta understand, okay? You perhaps are wondering who has the authority to commission a rogue trader to do anything. I mean, what are you gonna do? And I tell you, and I shall tell you, the Lord Inquisitor, the hand of the Emperor, the very guy I know, the chief architect of his will in the Coronis expanse.
Alright, I would be honored to fulfill the Inquisitor commission. What is the ask for Theodora? I came across a strange written letter on Theodora's desk. It was signaled XC. Are you referring to the contents of the notes, I presume? Is that so? Was text aggression? What if I choose to simply ignore the so-called commission? I don't think you can do that. Ah, Xavier. I know a Xavier. Lady Theodora, we was to seek out the Lord Inquisitor's right-hand man, one Henrix von Kallax. An interrogator, you understand. All I know is that he is somewhere in the system, and we must find him and offer him whatever assistance he requires. Then deliver him to Footfall in the Forabundus system. Thank you. Finding him without any more information to go on will be difficult indeed. But an Inquisitor is an important individual. The authorities in the system, either the Navis Nobilite or the governor of Ricad Minoris, may know something. That is all of it, your lordship. You have a great deal of work ahead of you, but it is a mere taste of the daily burden of a rogue trader. Soon you must take up the reins of von Valancius Protectorate.
Abelard gives you another scrutinizing look, as if trying to gauge how long you will hold out under this mountain of problems. His face softens slightly. It seems he's about to offer some words of encouragement. Oh, God.
Idira, Sister Argenta, explain yourselves.
The Sister of Bata grimly nods towards Adira. The Psyker is suffering some ailment, or dark madness. She insisted on seeing the rogue trader. I judged that it would be unwise to leave her unsupervised. For a brief moment, Sister Argenta's voice sounds hesitant. I was also hoping to approach you with a personal request, but it can wait. Speak with me when you have time, rogue trader. Adira's glazed eyes rove over those assembled. One word bursts from her lips. Daybreak!
Adira, come to your senses.
Damn it! Adira presses her fingers to her temples in desperation. Your lordship, here's the thing. I was trying to see the immediate future, and it hit me so hard like a big melon. My head's still spinning. Something very strange is heading our way, and I can't make out what it is, no matter how hard I try. A single word is all I can make out. Daybreak. Or maybe it's dawn. Or dusk. Or dookie. I'm not sure. And it's ringing and ringing like an echo, like a bell. But if it's daybreak, then why is it so dark?
We cannot extract any information of value from a single word. Can you tell us anything else, Mistress Talise?
No, not yet anyway. The voices are going berserk, all shouting at once. I can't make no sense in yet. As soon as I know or sense anything, I'll report it, alright. Lord Captain, if you want me to take a closer look into your future, find me on the bridge and we can talk. Lady Theodora was well served by my whispers on occasion, and I'm sure you will benefit from them as well. Psyker's bitten lips stretch into a wry smile.
Interesting. There's nothing else of value to report. I declare this brief concluding. It's time to get to work.
Yay!
Alright.
Well, that's the end of the prologue. I guess we're stopping here. There's a lot of more stuff to explore. When we get back, you'll be able to ask all around the bridge and talk to tons of people and do lots and lots of voices.
Yay.
I'm going to use the bathroom. I'll let you close it out.
Alright, everybody. I'm going to end the stream here. Thank you for joining us on my birthday stream. And I wish y'all a very good night.
Snake, there are lasers! Well, it's something you should have brought to my attention yesterday!
Ah! Damn it! They did in fact bring it on! I was not prepared!